President Zelensky of Ukraine has visited the southern city of Kherson, and this is just days after his troops recaptured it. That's, of course, following Russia's withdrawal. He addressed some of his soldiers and sang the national anthem as the Ukrainian flag was raised over that city. Kherson was taken by Russia early on, and that was in the war, and its recapture by Ukraine is a major strategic blow for the Kremlin. Our correspondent, James Waterhouse, has just sent us this report from Kherson.
After everything Kherson's main square has seen, today was more than just a change in the wind. Until just weeks ago, the sight of Ukraine's leader here would have been difficult to imagine. This regional capital is back in its control. He was asked whether it was the beginning of the end of this war.
We are going forward. We're ready for peace, but our peace for our country is all our country, all our territory. We respect the law and respect sovereignty of all the countries, but now we are speaking about our countries.
An undeniable moment in this war. President Zelensky appearing in the heart of Kherson. That was thought to be in firm Russian control. He has described this as the beginning of the end of the war, and few people here will disagree with that.
Ukraine's leader knows there's a lot of fighting and negotiating before that point. For now, Kherson feels like a city emerging from its own lockdown. One place which didn't shut was this grocery shop, run by Valentina and Valentina. We're not sure if it's better because we're just simple people, she says. The most important thing is that we're still alive.
So this is a Russian brand of wafer biscuit. And it's kind of a strange legacy of occupation where Valentina's shop is full of stock from Russia. At one point they were forced to accept the Russian ruble, but no more.
They usually paid, but they still carried weapons, which was very scary. My knees were shaking from fear, but I had to keep working. It was so hard. Even now I want to cry.
Some Russian traces are more obvious than others. This used to be the headquarters used by Moscow-installed politicians. It's claimed some people were tortured here if they didn't follow the rules. Ukraine is desperate to achieve peace on its own terms. It is still the underdog, but what's got it this far is knowing what it's fighting for. James Waterhouse, BBC News, Kherson.
Thanks to James. Well, a short while ago, I heard from Oleksiy Belishitsky, who is the first deputy chief of the patrol police of Ukraine and has been working in Kherson city today. I asked him what was the first thing he had seen when he entered the city following the arrival of Ukrainian forces.
People were expecting us. They were hugging us. There was a lot of crying, and everyone was carrying flags around. I mean, like real flags of Ukraine. And everyone was so happy of the occupation, and it is something that is most dear to every soldier, every military man, police officer, and other people that are actually fighting for that, fighting for our people, for our homeland, and probably for those welcomes that we had in Kherson. It is unforgettable and unbelievable.
Unforgettable and unbelievable. And what did you think when you got to Kherson about what you saw or how the people are?
To my humble opinion and my personal opinion, I would say that people were in a lot of stress, depression, and a lot of fear of everything that was going on during the occupation. And afterwards, I mean, like when we deoccupied this territory and the city, what we saw and what there is right now is destruction, is no electricity, no water, no means of survival. So everything that is needed for the survival, for not a normal life, but for the life itself, is brought to the city right now. Water, food, medical aid, support, everything is brought. So actually, the occupants, Russian Federation, has destroyed everything and left the city basically dying. But what we are doing now is the stabilization, is the full support and full coverage for the people that are waiting for it. And as police right now, we're doing not only policing duties, as you may know, the patrol police and the whole national police of Ukraine is present in the city already. And not only the police, other services and government bodies have been instituted in the city, not working full capacity right now, but let's say preparing for the services they will provide in the future. But what is the most important is the repairment of the electricity and water right now.
So you're really looking forward towards the construction, and it's fascinating to hear your stories on how you were greeted in that city. But I was hearing earlier that when Mr. Zelensky visited, there was still shelling taking place. I mean, does the city feel like a safe place to you?
I would tell you frankly that no city in Ukraine is feeling a safe place right now. Kherson is the closest place to the front line right now. Before that, it was Mykolaiv. Right now, it's Kherson. So I wouldn't say that it could be felt as a safe place. It is a deoccupied city. It is a city that we actually it came back to Ukraine, came back home, but still it can be shelled, it can be fired at.
I understand, so it's still fragile in some ways. And just before I let you go, Oleski,
exactly, yeah.
When you joined the patrol police, did you ever think you would have a day like this?
I didn't. I couldn't imagine it, but to say that we were not preparing ourselves inside us, it would be wrong. So we felt that something might come, and we had to be ready for it, and we are.
The experiences there of Oleski Beloshitsky, thanks to him.